Yo, what's up type gang? Today's video we're back on Clash Royale and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best deck to use for Arena 7 Royal Arena. But before we get into this video, I just want to quickly say only 2.3% of you guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed, and like 97.7% of you guys aren't subscribed when you watch my videos. So please can we change them numbers, because they are a bit stinky. Go hit that subscribe button, like the video whilst you're at it. That will really help me out and it'll make me very happy. Anyway, let's just get into the video. Alright guys, so at Arena 7, obviously we unlock Royal Recruits, Royal Giant, Royal Hogs, 3 Musketeers, Dark Prince, Normal Prince, and the Mega Knight. I'm just going to quickly say, I'm not using any legendaries in this deck because it's quite low arena and there's quite a lot of legendaries and they're really hard to get, so most people might not have the legendaries I use. So if you have a legendary, definitely sub it out for what you think is like the best thing to sub it out for within the deck, because using your legendaries in these lower ranks is going to give you an advantage over players that don't have legendaries or are not using their legendaries. So yeah, definitely sub them in if you have them. But anyways, for this deck, we're going to go for, it's another one of those P.E.K.K.A decks. You know I love my big boy, Mega P.E.K.K.A. 7 elixir is quite expensive, but he's going to be the main focus of our deck. He's going to be dealing loads of damage on the defense and on the offense to towers and to attacking troops. So he's a really strong card with a lot of health and does insane amount of damage. And then behind him, we're going to go for the little bomber. You know I like this little combo because 2 elixirs really cheap for the bomber, does splash damage. If you put him behind the P.E.K.K.A, that's just a devastating push, because they try and defend it with like the skeleton army or something, it just gets swept up by the bomber with ease. And obviously being only 2 elixir, they can go behind it with that little combo being only 9 elixir, which it can take towers, probably 3 crown. I haven't tested that, but maybe, I don't know. Either way, it will take towers and get them really low. But then next we're going to go for the Goblin Barrels, are a kind of a win condition, whilst other things are tanking maybe when they're not expecting it. Shoot this over to the tower, it can deal some really quick surprising damage if they don't defend it right, so I think it's a very good card to use. What we're going to go for next, we're going to go for our little combo of the Knight and the Archers, these two, because the Knight's going to be our mini tank. Knight I think is actually a really underrated card, only 3 elixir, has a bunch of health, he's actually really strong for a 3 elixir card. And then obviously I put the Archers behind it, so the Knight tanks whilst the Archers can do a bunch of damage. Mainly a defensive card. Obviously they can attack as well, but they're mainly for on the defense. They can defend Mega Knight pretty well actually. Next we're going to go for Dark Goblin, which can also go behind the Knight whilst it's tanking. Can deal damage to air and ground troops and attacks really fast. So as long as it's like kept away, like something's tanking for it, this thing can deal so much damage and take out troops on the attack with ease. Deal a little bit of damage to tower as well, I suppose. But yeah, it isn't the strongest card in the game, but does decent damage. And then next we're going to go for the Zapazar spell, being 2 elixir, one of the cheapest spells. Very good one to use. I'd say probably one of my favourite spells. Does decent damage if you get it upgraded, and can defend things like Skeleton Army instantly, being only 2 elixir. And then finally we're going to go for the cannon as our building, just to distract things like the balloon, hog rider, things like that. And we kind of need a building, and it's a cannon, so it has decent health, and it's going to be attacking on the. It's going to be like defending as well. So yeah, pretty good building. But yeah, so that's the best Arena 7 deck for Royal Arena. Let's get into some replays with it then, shall we? Alright guys, so this game I think it was a very close one actually. It was very intense. You'll just have to wait and see. Give him a little good luck with a little chicken man dancing. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, so from the start we're just waiting, holding up our elixir. We go for a Knight at the back so we don't waste too much elixir. And that can go on the push. He defends it with a Knight of his own and the Fire Spirit, but we go for the big boy P.E.K.K.A to kill that Knight and maybe go on a bit of a counter push here. They go for the Mega Knight, but you know the P.E.K.K.A is going to take out that Mega Knight. dealing so much damage. He's done a bunch of damage to that Mega Knight, and now the bomber will be able to take him out or get him really low for our towers to take out. We shoot the Goblin Barrel over there a second ago. Did a little bit of damage, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, not too much though. We zap these wall breakers so none of them get a hit, which is perfect. As of now, we're the only one that's got a hit on their tower. They haven't got any hits on our tower, so it's a good position to be in, I guess. He goes for a knight down at the back on our right side, so I go for one on the left side. So maybe once we've defended this, because we know we can defend the knight easily, we go for the big boy P.E.K.K.A. He goes for the Inferno Dragon to defend that P.E.K.K.A., which is fair play. I couldn't really save him in time, but we go for the archers there to distract that Inferno Dragon, do a bit of damage to it, and then we go for the Dark Goblin as well to finish it off and get rid of him. Still no damage done to our tower. The knight starts progressing up to our tower now, and they do for another Inferno Dragon. We think the knight's not going to do too much damage to our tower, so the Inferno Dragon's going to be our main priority there, which we distract with the cannon, but they managed to link on tower, dealing a bunch of damage, which is not ideal. Now they've done over 1,000 damage to our tower, which is not a great position to be in, and we haven't done much damage to their tower, so we kind of need to make a comeback now, preferably. They go for a Fire Spirit at the back. I don't know, probably just recycling. I'm not going to worry about that too much because it's on my stronger tower and doesn't even get a hit on tower. We go for the P.E.K.K.A. and the knight at the back, so he's going to try and defend that P.E.K.K.A. whilst the knight, he won't even know about it, and the knight over here is going to go do some damage. But the P.E.K.K.A. I go for the Goblin, Dark Goblin as well, managed to take out that P.E.K.K.A. with ease. And then we got the Goblin, Dark Goblin, and then they managed to not get any hits off on tower there, which is actually really well defended from us, to be fair. They go for another Mega Knight on the left side with the knight. We have to try and defend this. We go for the big boy P.E.K.K.A., which is going to sweep up here, you already know. Look at him go, taking out that Mega Knight like it's easy work. And then obviously, yeah, he gets taken out on this right side. They're going to do a tiny bit of damage with them skeletons, but not a lot. And now we're pushing forward in the last couple seconds of the game. We really need to defend or take their tower here. They've got a massive lead over us at the moment. Like, all they need to do is get a couple hits on tower and they've taken it. But we go for the cannon to defend the Inferno Dragon with the archers, and that should be swept up without any damage done to our tower. Yeah, perfect. And then the knight's going down on the right side. We need to take care of him, which we do. And then the P.E.K.K.A.'s going down on the Wallbreaker actually gets a hit on tower, which is not ideal, but the P.E.K.K.A.'s on the left side, gets defended by the Mega Knight, does a bunch of damage to it though. And then we go for the knight to tank with the Goblin, with the Dark Goblin behind it, and the Dark Goblin manages to get the P.E.K.K.A. really low for our towers to take out easily. And then we defend the wall breakers and the knight with the cannon, distracting both of them, and they both don't hit on tower, which is perfect. They go for an Inferno Dragon through on our tower, so we go for the knight to tank whilst the archers do some damage. And then this Goblin Barrel here does actually a decent amount of damage, so we're slowly getting a bit closer to maybe winning this game. And then they snowball that, yeah, fair enough. And then they go for the Mega Knight right as we use our P.E.K.K.A., which is not ideal, but we know we can defend it with the Knight and the Archers. Knight's going to be tanking here, whilst the Archers can do the damage to it. We go for the Cannon as well to distract it also. We zap all of that over there because there's quite a lot of value there. We go for the P.E.K.K.A. to take out this Knight and go for a counter push. We go for the Goblin Barrel as well. P.E.K.K.A. versus Mega Knight. Our P.E.K.K.A.'s probably going to come out victorious there with the help from our archers, but we're actually coming really close now. His is on 400, and no, his is on 700, ours is on 400. We've actually made a massive comeback here. We've got another P.E.K.K.A. coming forward. Whilst that's all distracted, our Goblin Barrel does a bit of damage there, getting it down to 594 health. Now there's loads of troops going down here, just spamming, and we need to they're going to win here because it's going to go to overtime and whoever had the most damage. But in the last second we get it down to 32 health, which in the tiebreaker we win that. In the last second we managed to take that. But as you saw there, that deck can defend Mega Knight easily and things like that. It's really good on the defense and on the counter push, so it's a very, very good deck to use. And obviously that game was very intense, but we come out victorious. But yeah, let's just get into another replay with it then, shall we? Alright, so, last replay of the day, let's do this. Hopefully this one can be a bit more of an easy win than the last one. It was a bit of effort, but this time we should have it in the bag. They go for a balloon at the start, so we go for the cannon and the archers to defend that. Easy peasy, that should get taken out without any hits onto our tower. Perfect. We go for the goblin barrel over to their right side. I did it slightly to the right because I thought he was going to like do a spell to take it out, but he doesn't, and we do a bunch of damage to that right tower, which is perfect. Now we've got a massive lead on him at the moment, which is ideal. We go for the knight at the back to start up a little push now. They're not really doing much, and I think at this point they saw the amount of damage we did to the tower, and they were just kind of like, nah, I'm done here. Like, so they kind of just let us win that. But you saw obviously there on the defense how devastating that was, and the counter pushes. We did so much damage with that goblin barrel, and then he just sits back and relaxes as his whole base just gets destroyed. And we take the 3 crown, easy peasy, easiest win of my life with this deck. Lovely, jubbly, jubbly, lovely. Perfection. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video, showing you this best Arena 7 Royal Arena deck. If it did help you out, please do comment down below if it helped you out, and like this video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye for now.